All right, all right. Well, I'm gonna have to change the title of the video, but still, I do say that this pay-per-view, that first ever women's only pay-per-view event, did go off without a hitch, and I think it did go pretty well. I guess I made some misses during the show with some matches and some moments, but overall, I would definitely give this show a good and positive grade. And actually, as I'm live here right now, I'm going to tweet out my usual tweet that I have during shows, Raw, SmackDown, and also pay-per-view events. My question of what everybody thought of the show. Do you think it was great? Do you think it was good? Do you think it was okay? Or do you think it was terrible? The event, sorry. What's her name? What's her name? I'm trying to think of her. She's part of the match, Maria. WWE Evolution. Hold on here. Sorry, just typing things out here. But yeah, overall, I think the show was pretty dang good, and from the start to the finish, I did certainly enjoy it. I guess there's a few little things that maybe I thought could have been better, but seriously, I think it was good. I do have the poll up now on my Twitter at @theramble_WWE. Welcome to check it out. Welcome to retweet it, see what other people think. It is up for 24 hours. It's all my show Insta polls are for up for 24 hours. What your thoughts on usually Raw, SmackDown, other events, and here for the first ever women's pay-per-view, WWE Evolution. But all in all, I would say a pretty good show. You know, going into it, giving it a 7 out of 10. Going out of it, probably the same 7 out of 10 rating. I enjoyed it for what it was. You know, and it be how it didn't, but it was good. It was good. That's really all I can say because it just was good. And you start off with having, if I can freaking find it here, Trish Stratus and Lita defeating Mickie James and Alicia Fox. And, you know, with Alexa Bliss being injured and not able to compete, you have Alicia Fox in there, and you think, okay, maybe Alicia's going to be the one that takes the pin, take the L, and Stratus and Lita, Trish and Lita get the win in that way. But in the end, it actually was Mickie James who took the pin, not Alicia. Mickie James gets pinned by Trish Stratus. So it's not Alicia Fox that takes the pin. I mean, in the end, it's still Trish and Lita that wins, obviously. But having Mickie take the pin, I think, was actually interesting to me, at least, than the substitution, Alicia Fox dozen for Bliss, which Alexa Bliss was there, cut a promo on not on the way down the ring, but before even introducing the team of James and Fox, and down the ring to face Trish Stratus and Lita, which I thought she did a pretty dang good job. I'm sure she wishes she would have been able to actually compete and be part of the show, even in a losing effort, whatever. But hey, she technically wasn't a participant for the first ever Women's Royal Rumble because at that time she was the champion. Just like Charlotte Flair at that time did participate in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble because she was a SmackDown Live Women's Champion herself. So it was actually a pretty cool picture. I wish I took a photo of it then, as much as I could if I just put it on the WWE Network. But of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair there in their seats, ringside, right next to the ring, with their title belts over their shoulder. Like, that was awesome picture right there at that time. So, anyways, Mickie James, Lisa Fox taking the L, just Josh and Lito getting the win. That's how you kick off the show, didn't you? And we have the Women's Battle Royal, which I will be reacting to shortly. But Nia Jax in the end winning the Women's Battle Royal to earn a future Women's title opportunity. Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey. That works, but it still was surprising. Like you usually expect, especially with someone like Nia Jax, to them get either eliminated by group, or you have it where Nia Jax is slowly tugged down to be eliminated, like a sleeper hole sort of thing. Since there, so that be what that be. Then you have the Mae Young Classic Finals. You have Toni Storm against Shirai, and as I predicted, Toni Storm to get the win. I think she already has been signed to contract with NXT. But Toni Storm getting the win there to crown the champion of the second annual Mae Young Classic 2018 edition. Good job. Congratulations to Toni Storm. Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya defeating the Riot Squad. And guess who got the pin? Sasha Banks. So I guess she's not as buried as people think. She's going to be fine. At some point, they're going to have Bayley turn heel. They're going to have the Sasha Banks-Bayley match at whatever pay-per-view that coming up to be. But for right now, they have the Hug Boson connection. And sometime soon, beyond that, we're going to have those tag team titles for the women's division be announced. I thought it was actually going to be here during the show. And that's how we carried all the way to 10 p.m. Central. If you have that announcement, then we have the match to crown a new champion. It makes it feel rushed, but it was planned, sort of thing. Feel rushed because of what's happening in the card, but planned as in everybody knew ahead of time, sort of thing. So that what I thought was going to happen before we got to the main event of, between the two title matches, since they both, I guess, in the end were booked to have the champions retain, you have this announcement happen, you have then the match happen with the announcement, and again, it feel rushed, but wasn't rushed, and the match turned out to be good in its own right. Excuse me, and we crown inaugural women's tag team champions. But that wasn't the case. And here we just simply had Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya defeating the Riot Squad. And then a surprising result, or at least to me, it was surprising. Shayna Baszler, and not surprising because it's not like she doesn't deserve it, but just surprising in the fact where I thought Shayna Baszler was coming up from NXT, getting the call up to the main roster on the Raw after Survivor Series, or sometime about that time is when I thought that was to be. And in the end, she did win. And she did regain what was her. This is the NXT Women's Championship. So, a dang good match back and forth. I certainly did enjoy it in its own right. So, congratulations to Shayna Baszler winning back the title. And now Kairi Sane is trying to get it back. Indeed. But overall, a dang good show. Like you said, we had Charlotte Flair lose and actually had Becky Lynch retain. Like most people think that Charlotte's now going to be winning the Women's Royal Rumble, second annual Women's Royal Rumble, and then we'll jump to Raw, face Ronda Rousey, and that's how you get your main event for WrestleMania, let alone main event for the women's division at WrestleMania. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's title. Though when I thought of this idea many months ago, if not a year ago, it was going to be Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair to unify the titles, and Charlotte would be the women's SmackDown Live Women's Champion heading into WrestleMania. Ronda Rousey still being the Raw Women's Champion, and it could be unified because the brand extension would end at WrestleMania. So that's what I thought, because of with the Fox deal and SmackDown Live and that, and Fox wanting the big stars over there, that would make you think that maybe at WrestleMania or right there or after is when you have the brand extension in. I think that would be great if that was the case. So, anyways, you have Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch retaining the titles. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, as I thought heading into it, definitely be match of the night, match of the year candidate, match of the year candidate, match of the night for sure. Match of the night for the event, definitely. And how that back and forth went, and especially with Charlotte escaping some situations and Becky actually being scared for a little bit, like that expression, she sold that well. That was great acting there on Becky Lynch's part, for sure, in those moments. But in the end, Becky actually got the win. Congratulations. Ronda Rousey retaining her title over Nikki Bella, as most thought. I thought, okay, maybe they might have some craziness and Nikki Bella win the title with Stephanie McMahon, or the combination of Stephanie McMahon and Natalya interfering, and then Nikki Bella getting the title. Plus, with the whole Total Bellas coming soon again, another season, and Total Divas going on right now. That was how sometimes WWE would like to put those people on light. And I thought, okay, maybe they have Nikki do it, but no, he was just on the next contender for Ronda knockdown, and in the end, she did get the win. Though the match wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, or most thought it would be, but overall, what happened supposed to happen, that was Ronda retaining her championship. But like I said, all in all, great show. I certainly enjoyed it. Battle Royal included, yes. And looking forward to seeing how everything goes moving forward for the women's division. Will there be a second annual WWE Evolution pay-per-view event? We'll see. But hey, we already have to turn things right around. But all right, sorry about that. But overall, I've enjoyed the show and look forward to seeing how, if there is a second annual Evolution. Already next week, I'll be reviewing Evolution with my boys, with my team, and giving our thoughts with that. But then already predicting, because on Friday, the actual very next day, will be Crown Jewel. I don't know if we're really going to be predicting that. It won't be in the title like it usually would be, but definitely going to be talking about. So I think everybody watching this review and hearing my thoughts on this show, because I certainly enjoyed it, and I hope you all did too as well. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and above all else, as always, take care.